Nobody, absolutely nobody, expected Tiger Woods to walk back into the spotlight like this. But what happened next left players, fans, and even golf insiders asking the same question. Is this the beginning of one final Tiger Woods comeback? Stay with me, because the last revelation in this video changes everything. What if I told you that the biggest story in golf isn't about who won the latest tournament? It isn't about Scottie Scheffler. It isn't about Rory McIlroy. And it isn't even about LIV Golf. It's about one man. A man many believed would never again become the center of the golf world. Tiger Woods. Just when the golf community thought Tiger would remain silent after months away from the spotlight, something unexpected happened. His return immediately became one of the biggest talking points in professional golf. He appeared publicly to support the PGA Tour's future plans, reminding everyone that even when he isn't competing, his presence changes the conversation across the entire sport. But here's the question nobody seems able to answer. Was this simply a public appearance? Or was it the first sign that Tiger is preparing for something much bigger? Before we dive into the full story, if you love golf and want real stories that go beyond the headlines, subscribe now. Every week we bring you the biggest golf stories, the hidden details, and the moments that most fans never hear about. Your support helps this channel keep creating videos like this. Now, let's rewind. For years, Tiger Woods wasn't just another golfer. He was golf. Television ratings exploded whenever he played. Sponsors lined up to work with him. Tournament attendance doubled. Millions of casual fans watched golf for one reason: Tiger Woods. Then came the injuries. Multiple back surgeries. Leg injuries. Countless rehabilitation sessions. Every comeback looked harder than the last. Many experts quietly believed his days of influencing professional golf were over. But they underestimated one thing. Tiger Woods has always found a way to stay at the center of golf's biggest moments. Recently, when the PGA Tour announced sweeping changes for its future, there was one face everyone immediately recognized. Tiger Woods. His appearance wasn't just symbolic. As a key figure helping shape the tour's future, he stood alongside leadership to introduce major structural changes planned for the coming years. It was also his first major public appearance after months away, making headlines across the golf world. Within minutes, social media exploded. Fans started asking, "Does this mean Tiger is coming back? Will he play again? Could one last miracle still happen?" No official answer came. Tiger avoided giving a timetable for returning to PGA Tour competition, leaving the biggest question completely open. And sometimes, silence creates even bigger headlines than words ever could. Because every golf fan knows one thing. If Tiger Woods believes he still has even a small chance, he usually takes it. But this story gets even crazier. Because behind the cameras, behind the speeches, and behind every smiling photograph, there are clues that almost nobody noticed. And those clues could reveal what Tiger's real plan might be. The moment Tiger Woods stepped back into the spotlight, something unusual happened. The conversation shifted almost instantly. For months, golf headlines had been dominated by Scottie Scheffler's incredible consistency, Rory McIlroy's performances, and the ongoing battle between the PGA Tour and LIV Golf. Then Tiger appeared. And suddenly, every major sports network, every golf podcast, every social media page, was asking the same question. What does this mean? That's the effect Tiger Woods has always had. He doesn't need to hit a single shot to become the biggest story in golf. But here's what most people missed. Tiger wasn't standing there simply because he wanted to be seen. His appearance carried a much bigger message. The PGA Tour is entering one of the most important periods in its history, with major structural changes planned for the future. Tiger has become one of the key voices helping shape that direction, showing that his influence now extends far beyond playing golf. That alone tells you something. When golf's biggest decisions are being discussed, the people making those decisions still want Tiger Woods involved. Think about that for a second. Very few athletes remain this influential after spending so much time away from competition. Most legends slowly disappear from the headlines. Tiger never really does. Because his name still carries enormous weight. Players respect him. Fans admire him. Sponsors trust him. Broadcasters know that whenever Tiger speaks, people listen. But there was another detail that caught everyone's attention. People watching closely noticed that Tiger looked relaxed, confident, comfortable. That may not sound important, but after everything he's been through, it matters. Remember, this is someone who has battled serious injuries for years. Every comeback has required months of rehabilitation. Every return has come with questions about whether his body could handle professional golf again. And every setback has made the challenge even harder. Yet somehow, he keeps finding reasons to believe. That mindset is exactly why fans refuse to give up on him. Because Tiger has built an entire career by proving people wrong. When experts said he couldn't dominate, he dominated. When critics questioned his future, he won again. When many believed he'd never win another major, he shocked the world with one of the greatest victories in golf history. Those memories are impossible to erase. That's why every public appearance creates hope. Hope that maybe, just maybe, there is still one more unforgettable chapter left. Of course, hope and reality are two different things. Tiger himself has repeatedly acknowledged that returning to regular PGA Tour competition is incredibly difficult because of the physical demands on his body. And that's where things become interesting. Because nobody outside Tiger's inner circle truly knows what he's thinking. Is he preparing for another comeback? Is he focusing entirely on helping shape the future of the sport? Or is he quietly working toward one final competitive appearance before calling it a career? Only a handful of people know the answer. And they're not talking. Which leaves fans doing what they've always done. Looking for clues. Every interview. Every practice video. Every public appearance. Every comment. Everything gets analyzed. Sometimes those clues mean nothing. Sometimes they mean everything. And recently, one small detail sparked a wave of speculation across the golf world. It wasn't a dramatic announcement. It wasn't a surprise press conference. It wasn't even about a tournament. It was the way Tiger carried himself. The confidence. The energy. The calm smile. For longtime fans, it looked familiar. Almost like the Tiger Woods they remembered. The Tiger who never stopped believing. But what happened behind closed doors after that appearance made insiders even more curious. Because according to people close to the tour, important conversations about golf's future are far from over. And Tiger remains one of the most influential voices in those discussions. The question is, could those conversations eventually lead him back inside the ropes? Or is the biggest surprise still waiting for all of us? Because what several players have quietly started saying about Tiger might completely change how fans see his future. For years, people measured Tiger Woods by one standard: winning. If he wasn't lifting trophies, many assumed the story was over. But today's Tiger Woods is different. His impact isn't measured only by birdies and championships anymore. It's measured by influence. And that influence may be stronger than most fans realize. Ask almost any young PGA Tour player who inspired them to pick up a golf club, and there's a good chance they'll mention Tiger Woods. He changed the way golfers trained. He changed the way tournaments were watched. He changed how sponsors viewed the sport. And perhaps most importantly, he changed what fans believed was possible. That kind of legacy doesn't disappear because of injuries. If anything, it becomes even more valuable. That's why every time Tiger speaks, players pay attention. Every time he appears at a golf event, cameras follow him. Every time he smiles or makes a brief comment, social media turns it into breaking news. Very few athletes have ever held that kind of power. And Tiger still does. But here's where the story becomes even more interesting. Behind the scenes, professional golf is changing faster than ever. The PGA Tour is working through one of the biggest transitions in its history, with new formats, new structures, and long-term plans designed to strengthen the future of the sport. Tiger has remained closely involved in those discussions as a player director and influential figure. That means his role today is much bigger than simply preparing for tournaments. He's helping shape what golf could look like for the next generation. And that's a responsibility very few players ever get. Still, fans aren't satisfied with that answer. Because deep down, they want one thing. They want to see Tiger compete again. Imagine the atmosphere if his name appeared on the field for another major championship. Television ratings would surge. Ticket demand would skyrocket. Every practice round would become headline news. Even players admit that when Tiger is around, the entire energy of an event changes. That's the Tiger effect. It's something golf has experienced for decades. And no one else has been able to recreate it on the same level. But there is one challenge that can't be ignored. His body. Golf at the highest level demands hours of practice, walking long championship courses, and maintaining peak physical condition over 4 demanding days. Tiger has openly acknowledged how difficult that has become after years of surgeries and rehabilitation. That's why every potential comeback raises the same question. Can his mind still compete with the world's best? Most people believe the answer is yes. Can his body keep up? That's the part no one can answer. Even Tiger himself refuses to make promises. Instead, he lets people wonder. And maybe that's why the excitement never fades. Because uncertainty creates anticipation. Every time he appears in public, fans start imagining possibilities. Every practice video becomes a headline. Every rumor spreads across social media. Every interview is dissected sentence by sentence. It's almost like the entire golf world is waiting for one announcement. Just one. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing these words. Tiger Woods has officially entered the field. That single headline would dominate sports news around the world. Not because people expect him to win, but because they believe anything is possible when Tiger Woods is involved. And that belief has survived every setback. Every surgery. Every missed season. Every doubt. But here's something that hardly anyone is talking about. Some of the biggest names in golf have quietly continued to praise Tiger's knowledge of the game and the value he brings away from competition. His influence inside the sport remains enormous, even when he isn't playing. That respect isn't given. It's earned. And Tiger earned it over decades. Which leads to the biggest question of all. If he still has the respect. If he still has the determination. And if he still has the belief. Then what exactly is he preparing for? Because the next chapter of this story may reveal a side of Tiger Woods that most fans have completely overlooked.